And in disruption, there are a number of principles. One, I think the legal system that has been grafted upon society across the globe is not a legal system in our best interest. It's a legal system that seeks to consolidate us for the benefit of someone else. And so I think there's something we should do to reject English law. Two, there is the almost involuntary global interdependence, where one country has to depend on another country. I think the foundations of that interdependence are too steeped in favor of the other guys that I even think we should stop relating. And I don't have the means for pushing people to stop relating tomorrow, but I can point out the things that are wrong with it. And I'll, in disruption, I'll be giving small little examples that I think can drive the point home. That's the reason why I think it's an important platform. A quick example is this. You grow coffee as a coffee farmer. You produce coffee beans or coffee berries. You get the berries off your farm and you sell them as berries in kilos. And so the people who buy your coffee buy your berries, 1 kg of your berries at 160 shillings a kilo. Then you go. When they crush the 1 kilo of berries, they make 200 cups of coffee. At Starbucks in Germany, a cup of coffee is $2. $2 by 200 cups is $600. You make $600 for berries that you paid $1.50 for. So you end up with a situation where you're saying there is trade between Germany and Kenya. And so every time Kenya talks to Germany, Kenya wants Germany to trade more with her and wants to increase the volume of trade. Every time we increase the volume of trade, we sell more berries at $1.50, and we are at the same place where we were. They make what they make. So Germany is the largest producer of coffee, according to statistics. So I keep asking, there are so many Germans who don't know what a coffee plant looks like, but they're the largest producer of coffee. So should we be looking for fair trade? Because that's what we're being asked to do, and that's what we're asking for. Or should we be looking for trade justice? And in my disruption, trade justice for me means that this guy who makes $600 to 1 coffee berries, 1 kilo of coffee berries, should give more to the coffee farmer. That's when it matters. The other argument, of course, that I will put in disruption to make this point even more clear is that, okay, why then don't we crush our own coffee so that we stop selling berries? Someone will tell you, we have signed on to something called the Trade-Related Intellectual Property Rights Agreement under WTO. And that agreement says, if there's technology that is not yours, you pay technological rent for it. And so Germany will give us technology, but we'll pay rent. Now, when we pay rent and we put in the costs, our crushed coffee will be double the price of their crushed coffee. So, it doesn't make sense. Don't go that direction. A third argument in disruption will be, look, let's go and copy this machine and find out, steal it, pirate it. The Chinese have done that. Call it another name. Right? Crush your coffee badly. Let's crush our coffee badly. Even if it is not grade 1, but let's crush it and drink it. So what do you do then? Then tell Kenyans, all of you must take coffee because we have coffee to sell. And if in the population of 40 million Kenyans, 3 million take coffee, that market is enough for us not to go outside. So if I was the president of the country, what would I do? I will direct that if you want a liquor license, the first thing you prove is that you have a coffee maker. for me to give you a liquor license. So that all the beer drinkers, I will order them that before you drink beer, you have to take coffee. So we make coffee a culture. Then we drink our own coffee. So we don't have no need of selling it to Germans. So those are the narratives disruption wants to place in the public domain. So that we have this knock-down, drag-down debate, pulling the coin inside out and back to front, so that people see the various perspectives of issues. There's a joke they make every day that there's an old man who came to Mombasa and he was using the ferry. And so he wondered how this big thing could be floating. And so he tested whether if he dropped a coin in the water, it would float. So, and when he dropped the coin, it didn't float. So he wondered the ferry, he wondered what this ferry was made of that it could float and the coin can't. So I want to wonder aloud with the world around these issues. And here we are going to be unpacking capital. We are going to be unpacking the unequal world. We are going to be unpacking this society that is so sold out, that a society that has, for example, stopped seeing things for what they are. That we have produced a society of zombies is some of the things we will be discussing in disruption.